Ow, my camera's set so high up. Oops, forgot to check that. That's better. Okay. Now we can go. Oh, I have to select an archetype? Hmm. Let's go with physical. Get things done. Dumb as a rock. Yeah.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Okay.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
Let's go with that one.
Do you really?
Okay.
Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough. Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Ooh. Let's go with brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert. Hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Let's go. Right. That kind of night. Okay. I see. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Or LB. Ooh, wrong button. Pressing buttons. We should put some clothes on. Put a tie on the fan.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Grab the tie.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Little dice rolls.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately.
No light.
You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. The lights are off.
Okay. What else we got?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says "whirling in rags" on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it.
Okay. Let's look around. How about a shirt? Disco ass blazer. Stumble around, hungover. What's that? How do I keep... Wrong button. One shoe. Where's the other shoe?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Okay, wipe it.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Yeah, that's a look there.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. That's right. Not even yourself. Go ahead, try something. It's not an order.
Let's let the mirror be. Yeah. Is that my shirt? Oh yeah. So we're just gonna wander about with one shoe. Yeah, what was that? Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. What's going on with this door? It's not going to open, that's what. How about the other door? Where's my other shoe? Wait. Hey, we can move now. Guess we're not hungover anymore.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn
I didn't hear
buildings.
look out.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
Right. Ilinka, minus 44 centigrade. Snowstorm. There's something on the table.
Hello, officer.
Calendar says it's March. The year is 51. Yeah, looks about right.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
The young woman shakes her head.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on her. That's a real low chance. Okay. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Could it be because of the drinking?
Yeah, probably.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Okay, let's go.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask questions?
You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Yes,
What exactly is here?
you're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Okay, your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Do you have any
I
visitors?
couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Okay.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on, alright.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
Grab it.
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir.
Whoa.
It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
Then what?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Sounds like you were in some real fundamental pain there, muscle man.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it. Glad to have been of assistance.
Sure. Yeah, no. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper, Trompe Le Monde. Trompe Le Monde? Let's talk to the person. Oh wait, I want to change an option real quick. Make sure we're not playing copyrighted stuff. Controls. I wonder if it has an option to... Character sheet, action, back. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, it was a zoom. This is where the lyrics would be. And that's where they sing. Karaoke.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
Okay. Oh, I wanted to check something real quick. Hang on, let's go back up.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
Very descriptive. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
Well, I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth
Kind of like an
is the
inside-out
next
kind of thing
best
going on.
thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Massive. These voices. Oh. Whose room is that? Oh, is this one of those shared bathrooms? I see. That's what it looks like. Kind of. Not really. Yeah, it just goes the other next room. Okay, get out of the thought bubble earlier. I was wondering. Guess it's gone now. Just leave the water running. Nobody cares. Don't be afraid to say weird things. Let's talk.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying
This
mud.
voice sounds familiar.
One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Nope. That's nobody I recognize. Or there might be some various ones buried at the bottom. One second. Mikey Goodman. Okay. Moving on.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Ste Koaris Skua."
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors, where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my...
He pretends not to hear you. concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
Okay, let's go. Let's look at everything. Everything. Menu's been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Water cooler. That's a door. Door is bolted. Sign reads, kitchen reserved for general personnel till 1300. Soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Okay, so sometimes that's just sounds. I see. This mess hall reserved for union members. Let's talk.
Hello, sweetie.
That picture does not look like her model.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
You shouldn't keep your colleague wait. Pinball machines up. Okay, let's go. You.
A bespectacled man in an
Let's talk.
orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
I don't really know my name.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him?
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Does it
It
seem?
also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of
What?
persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll
Have
have
I?
time for
Oh.
that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Did I? I don't know.
So, the body is still in the tree.
No idea.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Look at this ugly mug. Nice. Okay
He
then.
nods.
Don't worry about the body. I'll rip it down.
After it's been up in a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable.
Delicate goods, filled with stinking horrors.
I can't
I
remember
can
anything.
see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine.
Yeah, they don't have that.
Have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
Let's get going.
After you, officer.
That's gained.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Oh, that's nice of it. Tutorial agent. What's this? Okay, we got an interview. Which button is that anyway? That's square. Oh, there we go. Left is heal health, right is heal morale. Highlights, interact. Target him. Oh. Character sheet text. How do you get to your tasks? Okay, let's probably scroll through. There we go. Alright, let's go interview. Let's go.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
The unimpressive beard.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
Your response touched me.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't... we're gonna skip that. Kim's about to say something.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Temporarily.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
But who called it in?
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
Use.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
You mean one of three?
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Where's the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Dude's getting an attitude. Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they?
What do you mean by they?
Oh, People are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Exactly.
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
There we go. Asking the right questions.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
The Bodgers?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this
I
man?
would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
No, that's not.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard.
Oh, thank you.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
The second time you've avoided this section. Whatever, fine.
Extra fine.
Let's go.
Task complete.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's Real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Encyclopedia. Oh.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
You're under arrest. What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
I don't think I have any money.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange
You're under
bomber.
arrest. What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember where my home is. Fuck this place, I'll take my chances on the streets. I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have...
Good luck.
Pay for damages. You did trash the room.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near south?
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless?
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. I traced the way
You
back.
can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Maybe. Okay. What is this? The thought cabinet. All this crap. Oh. Stuff. What does that do? Huh. Oh, okay. It's like bonuses you can do. Whatever. Journal. Fortune badge missing. Find your smokes. Suspect body. Let's go visit the body, eh? Not sure which door. Oh, there it is, the hole in the fence.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Visual calculus. Low chance. You can try it. Reconstruct the movement.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Oh, that's failing hard, isn't it? You get skill points. You can improve. Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything.
What kind of vehicle?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Okay, not now. Must inspect everything.
Old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Surely they had to see something here. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, eh? So this is like in France. Or something. What's that? Letter R, where's a crown? On the ribbon below. A light above descending.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Whirling in rags. Same as the key that we're holding, wasn't it? Funky looking dumpster. Why am I looking at you, trash container?
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
Did someone say pry bar?
I need to break into it right now.
Forget about it, like you forgot the pry bar.
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open.
Kuno's got this.
Boy, throwing rocks at the body.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
Moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
Okay.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc. You kids' siblings.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Look, I got questions.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there?
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
The body. What do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
No, he was.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Kuno knows shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
You know what I got there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Where'd you go?
I don't know. Some fucking
Oh yeah, he's on drugs.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Whatever.
Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Righto.
You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost,
Wow. Player often?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah,
I don't
whatever.
care.
Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
So you refer to yourself in the third person.
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking...
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
Thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent, like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
You high now?
Help! Misters, help!
Rolling super hard.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Whatever. Move on.
Look. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
How did you know that? You can't see inside my head. Can you read my mind? Yes, how do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought.
It's good you said that. Here it is. Here we go.
I've changed my
Oh
mind.
no. Pass you around like candy, fat boy.
Kuno turned you into...
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Yeah, they're obnoxious. Let's move on. The murder was sounding pretty good. Kids' letters, richity, bit climbable. Should probably take the body down. It's been
The
there a little
corpse
while.
looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle.
Oh,
The
he's
body
rigging.
below appears stiff. It's letting out an
Strap.
ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Let go of your nose without throwing up.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's
Nice.
the smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants
That's
and
good.
enameled boots.
And some
His
boots.
skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo, the material, appears to be ceramic.
Boots.
Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They're armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
What kind?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fairweather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where's the rest?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Maybe he was just wearing the boots.
No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Where are these clothes?
Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for the red-haired thing.
I hear you, cop, talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
Fuck off.
You wanna
No.
fuck me, huh? You wanna fuck the Kuno?
He told him to strip before they hung him.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Okay.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total vitupaz.
Up to the rest.
The locals probably scavenge. We should keep...
If you wear those pieces, the sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form.
That's for us to find out.
How could he afford such expensive
Mr.
hardware?
Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
Pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Back off, look at the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Wait.
The material delicate and fragile.
Yeah,
The
okay.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Yeah, I was wondering if those were tattoos. Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
Was that a word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
This is a bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
Extreme. What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo
Strap.
to lorries.
Like in a harbor?
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
They sure wanted him to stay there. That polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
Oh, I just hit the buckle. Oh, they even get him up there.
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Assuming the dock workers from the harbor did it.
The brief suggested as much.
Suggested.
Politically motivated by the
Alleged.
ongoing strike.
I don't
Did you
care.
not get a briefing?
Nope, they might have forgotten to brief me.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
Okay, tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Nice guy.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something.
So am I.
He unzipped his jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Them again.
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Points the camera at the corpse, peering into it.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Kind of.
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
Gives it to you anyway.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Okay, look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
Inland Empire. Oh. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west.
See you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who are you?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
I have another question.
Go ahead.
What's
Hopper.
that?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah.
Here you go, you loony.
It's my name, Rudy.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Okay.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. You can be anything you want, brother Coppo.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
I hate you. You stink in your
Do I
boring.
remind you of someone? Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dream.
That's not what that's not what the text says. Squint, take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose.
Stop.
The cadaver slowly twists on the
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my...
The material a delicate...
There are ceramics under
off.
the heel.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from...
Stop!
Lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
This game is the best book. Oh, oh yeah, if you pull one on, might pull the head off, wouldn't you? Okay. You seem distressed. Wow.
You're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Not gonna pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
You said they're expensive. I thought I could pawn them.
Try
thought I would
what
try.
Exactly.
Did you slap him? No, I haven't slapped him. Thought about it though. I wanted to see what happens.
I don't think we should do anything just for the hell of it. Besides,
Why not?
there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
There might still be a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
I really don't care about the boots. Or do I? Whatever.
Alright then. You can pay the hostel bill in honor points.
Probably for money.
How many honor points have you collected?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Okay.
The cadaver slowly twists
I
on
was
the
just-
cargo belt.
Checking before we moved on here.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
We leveled up.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Couldn't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Yes. Call the police.
Someone already did. You know who came? We did. Because we have made bad life decisions. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Fine. Could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
I mean, I just opened the buckle, but whatever. Use the kids'
I
ladder.
don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Get the kids to do it.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's just not. Ask for help from the harbor. Maybe we could shoot them down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't know. Just, shoot up the... Just shoot the belt. Bullet break.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work.
Yeah, it won't.
It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst
I'll
thing
blow
about
his head off.
Take it! Take
the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp,
Who's he gonna
the
do it?
lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks,
Let's go.
securing it in place. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
We're a bad influence. Shoot, lock her down.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Didn't work.
a lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice.
Or he just
His
missed.
shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Supposedly coordinated.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like
They only have one gun!
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Does that mean we lost our gun?
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
Remember when I told you I didn't have my badge? What skill are the 2 points in?
That is even
nothing yet.
more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible. Try not to lose this one, please.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Wow.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the
Oh, I
trigger.
I did pick the physical type at the start. That's all I've done with the character.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the
Can
mouth!
you open this one? Yeah, you can. Fresh. So we leveled up. Oh wait. Oh, I see what I did. Should probably make him a little less dumb. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. Let's go. Let's shoot.
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Yep.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Wow. Maybe we shouldn't threaten murder right out of the gate. Let's go.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
You've been policed.
Ace is high.
Sleazy, not an asshole.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
So, just no cares where the other bullet went. Just screw it. Ooh, Kim showing emotion. Yeah.
I knew
I
these
guess.
guys were.
No, we're not.
We will perform a field
For now.
autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
Slumped on the ground like that has not improved the way the corpse smells. The fall seems to have released something deep inside it.
Probably smells worse.
The stench is getting bad. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. I need a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Autopsy?
Yes. The 4 phases of a murder scene. 1. Investigation of the scene. I can't say I'm satisfied with that part yet. We should search for prints, maybe. And a trash container too. 2. Initial examination of the victim. We were pretty good in our efforts, and the autopsy will provide another chance. 3. Field autopsy. This will not be pleasant or easy, and it will have to be performed on the scene.
That sounds exciting. Probably a bit too far.
The fuck are they on about?
Cops are gonna cut his shit up next.
4 and final, transport of the coroner's case to the district morgue. I'll do that. God, it stinks.
I'm not sure how to answer that. Seems like it's got a lot of... I'm assuming it's got a lot of branches in terms of your choices. I don't know. I've only been playing this for about an hour. First time. Oh wait, don't we have someone else for the autopsy? Like a doctor?
You and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From crime scene to autopsy to cleanup, we do it all.
Okay. Yes, I feel like a detective.
Your station would not have assigned you the case otherwise. This case is important.
Alright.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Everard Clare, the leader of the union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Everard.
Is this the famous list of initial interviews?
Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Let's go. What's this? That ladder's for kids. Won't hold the weight. Let's get out of here, Kuno. Oh, good. They're finally leaving. Good. Tired of them. Stinks. Someone's trying to grow herbs. Wait, no. What's that? Footprints.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Wow, like a fly just attacked me. We'll try it.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Fine. It's a box. Magnesium. Okay, how do I mouse over those with the controller? This. I should just dumped. Oh, it's a healing thing. Okay. Oh, can't go that way. Winch is rusty. What else is there? I don't know, I'm just interacting with everything. Do all the things. Who knows? Little shit. What?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
Wait, I just want to ask questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Oh. stomping around everywhere. Okay, what's all this stuff? We walk all the way around the long way. I think we're supposed to go. Sign, see, it's police. Let's talk.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
Wait, I've got questions.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Can I borrow your gloves? I'm doing an autopsy.
An autopsy? Wow. Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Nice.
Excuse me? Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Okay.
Need directions.
Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. What do you need? Wild Pines? You mean the company?
Yes, a representative of the harbor. She should have set up operations nearby.
Oh. That must be the woman on the giant boat. There's one docked on the pier. It arrived a couple of weeks ago. It's very hard to miss.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I don't know where I am. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Oh, my controller turned off. That's what happened. It's like, what's going on? Windows apparently doesn't tell me that the PlayStation controller's out of juice. Up in the north.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
East?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think.
It's on the other side.
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Right.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water, water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
I don't know, fish market is...
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts.
Right.
It's
What's in the
just
west?
Water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem.
Who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
What are you doing here?
I'm working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
Garden.
I've been trying to get some work done.
What?
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Yeah. That is a problem.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. See you around.
That's good. Okay, I will be right back. Just a minute. Well, a few minutes. All right. Let's go. Pigs go home. Like you can't make an assumption about who wrote that on there. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. What? It's the drugstore? Frita? We need drugs. Or food.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Raincoats?
The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
What is what? It's a raincoat.
What's a raincoat?
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Just wandering.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do they do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
It sounds like what we want.
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Or the painkiller.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Love that tutorial. Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste.
Yeah, that one.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What's this?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
What is all their weird language? How do I pick up tear? The tear
You
machine?
need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
Drugs.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
Yeah.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak.
Your kind of heaven.
There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for recovering. No, say nothing.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Please, tell me more.
The pale age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
Oh, hey.
You know.
You know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale. Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
Okay. You sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Oh, okay. Fine. We seem to have a lack of money problem, I think, right? We're going to find out how much we have. Buy bugs. Yeah. Bonuses and stuff. That sexy dude. Browsing the UI a little bit. Okay. Why can't I interact with the door? Oh, there it is. It's on the bottom right. 20 cents. I wasn't done looking in the back. What's that? Why isn't... Huh. There we go. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. So where do I get a bag? From the trash. Ha ha ha. Bruno's gonna have a fucking heart attack. Oh, okay. Those were in the next yard over. Let's see.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Eternite.
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Oh. Why am I looking at this?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Too orderly.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Yeah, just toss it.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Looks like
That's
it.
in.
Let's look inside. So why not? Roller's misbehaving. What do we got? Empty tube of magnesolam magnesium supplement. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Poster says, "Get out of the way. We're getting fucked up." Weird pig's head. Looks mummified. That's a bit unusual. Money. Thought.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror.
There's
He's
meth.
studying you.
I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much. Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Is it? I see. Barrels are half full of rainwater. I was curious what the pathing is doing here. All I did was select that shirt. Oh. How about that?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
White rectangle.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Jump. Oh. Correct.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them.
Okay.
But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
Yes, the cloak. So what are we doing up here?
I was under the impression we are on our way to meet the king of this castle under siege, Evrard, one of the people we're interviewing.
Evrard.
This way we may be able to get around his henchmen. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
You really think it's mine? Should I go for it?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
I don't know, it might just be the perspective.
well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
Sure, whatever. I was expecting that to fail. What happens if you fail? You break legs?
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Continue the voyage through the salty air.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Hell yeah! My climbing might not have been as disco as your jump, but can we still get an aces high?
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Right. Well, let's grab it. So, rain barrel? Collecting rainwater. So why don't we just use the door? A giant ass print on your pillow and a pattern of coffee rings. Someone's habitually chilling next to the radio. Radio is buzzing. What are we doing here?
Yes.
You seem to be following me.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable."
Yep. Take it. I'm blind. Coffee machine is on. Postcard. Sync typewriter. This is a Dewey typewriter. Every worker equals member of the board. It's written at the top of the flyers. Magnesium. Steal stuff. Who cares? You said that was locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Oh, it's the Union thing.
The drawer opens
How
smoothly.
unfortunate.
Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders, hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Focus.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union.
What is so special about this borscht? Hundreds of documents containing logistics and the same materials. You already went through all of these. You already went. Remember, Leah, all items on the list, the drawer.
Right. Okay. Save. Okay, I think I am done for the night. So, thank you for visiting. It's been fun. I definitely must continue this. So y'all have a good night.